On today's Live Daily News, the McDonald's restaurant on Southwest Boulevard is finally opening. We'll tell you when. The Northside Walmart Supercenter was evacuated last night, and a Salvation Army bell ringer was threatened last night. All that plus more. I'm Yantis Green, and this is Live. San Angelo is growing and the economy is bustling. If your company is expanding here and has to house employees while you move to the City of Opportunity, know this. Suburban Studios on the Concho River at 441 Rio Concho Drive recently completed a multi-million-dollar renovation, making sure San Angelo's Suburban Studios Hotel is here to make your stay simple and enjoyable. Our extended stay hotel meets your needs with hassle-free registration and clean and comfortable, affordable spaces. Plus, the longer you stay, the more you'll save. Located with the Clarion Hotel, San Angelo's Suburban Studios makes it easy to find a place to stay a little longer. Find San Angelo's Suburban Studios and make a reservation today at choicehotels.com or, of course, on your favorite hotel booking app. In news today, the McDonald's restaurant on Southwest Boulevard in San Angelo has been closed for a year and a half and is now set to open next week after several delays. The announcement was made Thursday on a social media post, quote, "McFinally." The Southwest Side McDonald's is opening December 15th, bring school supplies for a free burger. It has been a year since that once familiar site of the McDonald's restaurant at 4330 Southwest Boulevard has been open. Again, McDonald's opens Friday, December 15th. Read more at sanangelolive.com. And as we reported earlier, San Angelo rodeo manager Josh Hilton was named the Music Director of the Year recently by the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association. In 2022, he was contracted to curate the sound for an astounding 144 performances across nearly 27 rodeos, of course including the one here in San Angelo. With each event, he fine-tuned his craft, the applause and cheers of the crowd serving as the rhythm to his success. The Wrangler National Finals Rodeo appointed Josh as their music director, a position that has seen just one other person in the last 22 years. Congratulations to Josh and the San Angelo Rodeo Association. Also, 28-year-old John Mason Milligan was arrested by Tom Green County Sheriff's deputies on a county court-at-law warrant yesterday for indecent assault. The offense date is listed as November 7th of 2023. He was booked into jail at 11:17 a.m. Wednesday, then released yesterday afternoon after posting $5,000 bond. Then he was arrested again 9 hours later by San Angelo police for public intoxication. He was booked again into the jail at 12:54 this morning. His bond for the PI is listed at $462. Also at around 6 o'clock last night, San Angelo Live was informed that the Walmart location on 29th Street had been evacuated. On the scene, Alitem employees and customers were seen standing outside while the San Angelo Police Department and the San Angelo Fire Department worked inside the store. A citizen told reporters there that it was possibly a fire in the automotive department that caused the evacuation. San Angelo Live has reached out for more information. We'll pass that along to you as it becomes available. Also, San Angelo police responded to a threat against a Salvation Army bell ringer at the local Hobby Lobby last night. The police department stated that the ringer was standing at Hobby Lobby on Southwest Boulevard, ringing a bell and taking donations. A witness observed an exchange between a suspect and the Salvation employee outside and intervened. A detective with the San Angelo Police Department investigating into the incident needs to contact that citizen regarding the investigation. The citizen witness was driving a red truck and was parked alongside Hobby Lobby near the Salvation Army employee. If anyone observed the incident, please direct a message to the San Angelo Police Department. They need to talk to you. Turning to weather, Friday will be the hottest day out of the next week by a long shot. Look for a high around 81 degrees with breezy conditions. Winds will be southwest of 15 to 25 miles per hour and gusting to nearly 40 miles per hour. Saturday, a cold front blows through with north to northwest winds at 10 to 15 and a high of only 61. Look for a freeze Saturday night and maybe again on Sunday night with afternoon highs around 60 both days. There is no rain in the forecast for the next 7 days. And stay with us. We'll be back after this.
Humans break barriers. And now the world's most innovative cars are totally obsolete. We've broken the water barrier. Perfectly planned for under 40 grand. Presenting the world's first water-powered car.
No matter how careful you plan, it can come out of nowhere. Together, let's hold the negligent accountable.
And welcome back to the show. Joining me today is Yuki Kuniyuki with the San Angelo Performing Arts Center. How close was that?
That was really close, Yantis. This is a Yantis and Yuki show.
That's right. Too wise.
Yes. How circumstantial is that? It's
That it doesn't happen. Doesn't happen often at all.
Not in West Texas, anyway.
This is a busy time of year for the Performing Arts Center for you guys, and December is always the Nutcracker.
Yes. So, if you want tickets to Nutcracker, Ballet San Angelo's 40th anniversary Nutcracker. So it's going to be a special
40th.
event. Get your tickets at sanangelopac.org. Drop by the box office or give us a call at 325-284-3824.
And the New Year's coming really quickly, but you've got a concert after the Nutcracker?
Yeah, so we right the Monday following the Nutcracker, we have the West Texas Symphonic Brass playing.
Oh, okay.
And so if you missed out on the symphony, you didn't catch ASU's holiday concert or one of the school band performances, this is another great time to come out to the Brooks and Bates Theater and share some time with family and friends to listen to some awesome music.
And the Nutcracker, of course, is in the Murphy.
Yes, and they've got live music. They've integrated digital animation into it, so it's going to be a spectacular event.
It's always a good show. I mean,
yes.
If you want to see one show this Christmas season, that would be the one. But you are busy throughout the year.
Yes.
And you got a lot of ticket sales starting Monday. Let's talk about what's coming up starting in January.
So we do have a really busy schedule shaping up. One of the first shows that will come available on Monday will be Charlie Brown, Your Good Man Charlie Brown by the San Angelo Broadway Academy.
Okay.
That'll be in mid-January. So if you're excited about that show, it's going to be another great one by the Saba folks. We've also got Blippi on sale. They've been on sale for about a month now. That's going to be in June.
All right.
And then we've got Baby Shark.
Oh, no, Baby Shark.
Yes, Baby Shark is coming to San Angelo, and tickets will go on sale on Monday for a spring show.
Okay.
And I think what else is coming up? It's just so much.
It's a year full of calendar full of events for next year. But,
Definitely.
But tickets going on sale Monday is the big thing. And
right. We have a show, We Are Messengers. This will be a Christian faith-based concert coming up on March 9th right now.
Okay.
And I think what else is? I think this will come on sale after the new year. We'll have Viva Mexico, Viva America, which will be Ballet Folklorico de Los Angeles and Mariachi Garibaldi de Jaime Cuellar coming out of California for another great performance. They were here last year with Noche Buena.
Okay.
So that's going to be a great show. It'll be on March 2nd, just ahead of Cinco de Mayo. And there are a lot of shows coming up. And so the best way to stay tuned to what's coming up is on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Alignable, Twitter, and just by visiting our website at sanangelopac.org.
There you go.
We keep that up to date.
That's all the social medias, and your website is the place to find out more information. Now, not everything goes as planned. You've had some shows that were canceled due to circumstances beyond your control.
Well, in the time I've been here, in the last 2.5 years, we've only had 2 shows canceled.
Yeah.
One was the death of one of the primary performer, actually, and then the Roy and Buddy holographic experience. It was because the routing wasn't going well.
Right. Okay.
But everything else we've been able to postpone and reschedule. So
Okay.
first one was Jason Petty and Gail Bliss. Then Amy Grant had to be rescheduled, and then now, Stomp had to get rescheduled.
Stomp was the big one that
Yeah.
was recently, and that's just the nature of the business.
It is, especially for a show like Stomp, their set is such a critical component.
Yeah.
If something happens, and in this case, one of the trusses got damaged, in order for them to get a new one in, it has to come out of New Jersey.
Okay.
And it just wouldn't get here in time. They were coming en route to us from Oklahoma, and yeah, there's no way.
It's a grueling schedule, and timing everything is a feat in itself.
It is.
So again, all of this is coming up. Some ticket sales start Monday, and don't forget to look for the Nutcracker. It's a great show, and then the concert following that on the following Monday. All that on social media.
Social media, but the best place is the website.
And the website.
And, if you ever find yourself downtown in and around the City Hall, just drop on by and visit.
Just come see.
Yeah, we'll be more than happy to sit down with you and talk about what's going on.
Yuki, I'm glad you're here with us today. It's always good for you to be here on San Angelo Live.
Well, it's great to be here. We're part of Live Entertainment, and you're San Angelo Live. So it seems most fitting that we talk about what's coming up live and in San Angelo.
Fantastic. I appreciate you being here.
Thank you very much.
Right, we will see you next time, and we'll go back to you guys.
If you're looking for a spacious SUV, this is probably a top pick. The rear spoiler and the roof rack just add to give it a sportier and more polished look. Oh, did I mention we discounted it $6,000 off MSRP?
Get a new 24 Nissan Murano Platinum and get $6,000 off MSRP. Jim Bass Nissan, Houston Hart at Arden Road, or 24/7 at bassbunch.com.
Don't you just love it?
For over 20 years, you have helped Carpet Tech make a real difference at Christmas with your donations of new and wrapped toys for local children in need. 'Tis the season once more. Buy one room of carpet cleaning, get one free. Give your toy donation to our technician when he comes to clean, and you get a free room of carpet cleaning. All donations support Children's Advocacy Center. Give a gift and get a gift of free carpet cleaning from Carpet Tech. Will you help us make a local child's Christmas a little brighter this year?
Hello, I'm Joe Hyde. Welcome back. Joe Hyde again. I'm with San Angelo Live. I'm the publisher here. I have a guest today. Something that's really unique to San Angelo, Texas is, and a lot of people don't know this, but we have a lot of donkeys here. And I'm with Mark Myers. He is the founder, CEO, president, donkey caretaker of the Peaceful Valley Donkey Rescue, which is an important thing because we were talking before the show. Tell me, why is it that we need a donkey rescue?
Well, donkeys are one of the most misunderstood animals out there. They built this country. Without donkeys, we wouldn't have had a country. Donkeys crossed the Rio Grande into what is today Texas in 1598, predates Jamestown by 9 years, the Declaration of Independence by 178 years, but they're considered a non-native invasive species. But they built the railroads, the Spanish trails, Catholic mission system, mining, agriculture.
So they were pulling the trailers, pulling the lumber, pulling the steel.
They were
like the pickup truck of the 1700s.
They were the catch-alls. They did everything.
Right.
And so they were very important to everything that is American, but nobody remembers that. And so then you flash forward to the end of World War II, and there was so much Army surplus out there that everybody bought a Jeep. And they opened their gates and let their donkeys go. And that happened not just here in the United States, but it happened in the Caribbean, Australia, Hawaii. Little footnote, the Peaceful Valley Donkey Rescue flew 120 donkeys from Kona, Hawaii into Los Angeles International Airport.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. There was a drought. They went down, started eating the golf courses. Didn't go over too well. So that was us, too. There's just donkeys everywhere. Not a lot of use for them anymore. You will see them out with sheep and goats, cattle, protecting the herds. But
so you can take a herd of 200 goats, put a donkey in the middle of it, and keeps the predators away.
Yes, they're real good protection for that. But what we do with them is we turn them into big pets. They're like big dogs. They're loving,
Okay.
they're loyal, they're protective. So we adopt them all across the country, and we just happen to manage our organization from right here in San Angelo, Texas.
All right, so how many donkeys do you have here in San Angelo?
Right here, we keep about 1,000.
And you're in the county. You're up on the northeast side of the county, right?
Yes, we're out on Duckworth Road.
Okay.
So we're in the
you
county.
have 1,000 donkeys.
At any one time, there's 1,000 here. We move them all around the country, so it's a constant
And
flux
so
of donkeys.
are they like little kid donkeys or old donkeys, mid-age, middle age? What's the...
At any given time, there's going to be babies. There's going to be Job, and Job is my donkey. He's about 45 years old. But there's everything
You named
in
him
between.
after the biblical character Job?
I did, because he had to have a lot of patience to wait for me to come and rescue him all those years ago.
Okay.
But and these donkeys can be rescues from here in the great state of Texas. They can be wild donkeys from the 5.5 million acres that we manage out in the deserts of the Southwest. We literally work the lower 48 states on abuse, abandonment, neglect, hoarding cases. We work with the Bureau of Land Management. They pretty much rely on us to take all the wild donkeys that they capture in their program because they have 60,000 horses
All right,
in
let's start
storage.
with, is there a problem, like a wild donkey versus a domesticated donkey? Is there problems? Can you put them together? Or, I mean,
They're the
you don't really break donkeys, do you?
Well, no.
I mean, they're just kind of, they're going to be a donkey no matter what.
Well, they're too smart for that. So you gain their trust first.
I see.
And once you have their trust, then they'll do anything you want them to
So
do.
they can be a wild donkey that you can gain their trust. So they're not really, when you think of wild horses, right?
They're nothing. Okay, so part of my job is to go out in the desert and count donkeys. Okay?
You go out and count donkeys.
I go out and count, and I got the coolest job in
Do
the
you have
world.
like a counter you hold in your...
I have a camera. I'm a professional photographer, so I just take pictures of them. I count them on the picture later.
I see.
Much easier. But I'm also 6'4", 250 pounds.
Right.
And I'm not going to sneak up on them. So that when I start doing this and I go in a new area, the donkeys see me and they snort at me and they warn me to go away. I come out the next time and they see me and they're like, oh, it's that guy. By the third time, they're completely ignoring me because they know who I am. That's how smart they are. I took a picture of a donkey in Death Valley, not far from where they caught Charles Manson.
Okay.
I took a picture of him. 6 months later, I'm taking a picture here in San Angelo. And when I'm looking at the picture later, I'm like, holy cow, that's that same donkey. And within 6 months, we had captured that donkey, moved him here, already had him trained, and he's getting ready to go to Connecticut to one of our satellite adoption centers.
What does someone do with a donkey for, like when you have a donkey pet, other than feed him? Obviously, probably eats a lot.
They eat about 10 pounds of hay per day.
Okay.
What do you do with it? You love him. What do you do with a dog? You love it.
Yeah.
You pet it. You spend time with it. People will get a horse, right? And unless you're a cowboy in West Texas, if you're out in living in Southern California, you get a horse, and then you buy the saddle and all the stuff and the things, and you look at it, and now you're scared, and you don't know what to do. So now you're upset. The horse is upset. Nobody's happy.
Right.
You go get a donkey, you come home from work, you go out there and give it a cookie and you brush it, everybody's tickled to death. So everybody needs a donkey.
So you don't expect a whole lot out of your donkey. It's going to be there like the man's best friend.
Exactly, and that's what they are. They're man's best friend, second best friend, other best friend.
All right, so are there requirements to become a adopted family of a donkey?
Oh, absolutely. But they're pretty easy. You have to have adequate shelter. And because we're a national organization, that means different things. So if you live in Southern California, that's different than if you live in upstate New York.
So like I would imagine that if it's California, the donkey's probably getting a more palatial digs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we actually have some in Calabasas, which is where some very wealthy movie star type people live. Then we have, but they're all over the country. And so it all depends on, how severe the weather is as to what kind of shelters they require.
What locations are you at? And if someone were to adopt a donkey, are they going to get them out of San Angelo? Do you kind of explain how your organization's split up?
All right, so we have 3 ranches. We have San Angelo operates in the center of the country. And so we have satellite adoption centers all throughout the center of the country that are fed from here. We have a ranch in Arizona, same thing. We have satellite adoption centers ranging from Southern California all the way up to the Canadian border. Out east, we're in Lynchburg, Virginia, and that feeds all of our, from New England down to Miami, basically. And so we moved the donkeys all the way from ranch to ranch to ranch, then out to these satellites.
You ride them? You do transport them on trucks, or do you fly them? How do you?
All trailer.
All trailer?
All trailers, yes.
Okay. So how many donkeys do you adopt out a year?
Well, we usually rescue anywhere from 700 to 1,200 a year.
You consider a rescue? I have this donkey and I've placed it. That's
what comes in.
Oh, okay. Rescue's coming in.
Yeah, the rescue's coming in. So
Okay.
that could be, again, a hoarding case. One hoarding case was 140 donkeys.
Okay.
So they come in big numbers. Sometimes that's what we capture. And then we hope to adopt at least that many out each year. So some years, we might only adopt out 600. Sometimes it might be more than that. But the donkeys also have to come back to us if the adopter has a change in life. Things change.
Right.
Sometimes you have to move to go take care of your parents, or you get a job transfer. Things happen. You just call us. We go get the donkey. Everybody wins. We just find a new home for the donkey.
What kind of annual budget does Peaceful Valley Donkey Rescue have?
$10 million a year.
Holy moly. So you run a $10 million business on the northeast corner of Tom Green County involving donkeys.
Yes, sir, and I don't sleep very much.
What in the world got you interested in donkeys? Because obviously, I mean, you've written books about it.
Yes, I've written.
So what tell me the genesis of how did Mark Myers become Mr. Donkey?
My wife. I blame her.
Okay.
I was a contractor in Los Angeles, California, and we made
a building contractor?
Yes, made a lot of money, didn't have any fun at all. And so my wife had a horse. She needed a friend for her horse, so she got online and she found a donkey.
Okay.
Named Izzy. And this donkey just opened our eyes to something we knew nothing about, and we just fell in love with her. And so then Amy started seeing donkeys that didn't act like our loving Izzy. So she would buy them and pay a vet to fix them medically, and then I'd sit out there in the pen and talk with it until it was just as nice as Izzy, and then Amy'd go find more, and then we'd fix those, and it just kept going until Amy had about 25 donkeys in the backyard, and I was like, whoa, pump the brakes here.
I mean, this is in California.
Yeah.
So you're paying like massive property taxes because it's California.
Yeah.
To house 25 donkeys.
And so we started Peaceful Valley Donkey Rescue to have a way to place them in adoptive homes so we could set rules, and also to teach our sons responsibility. They were kindergarten and first grade at the time. And I think it worked because now the older boy is an attorney in Dallas, and the younger boy, both went to ASU and got their undergrads. The younger boy got his MBA there, and he now does cybersecurity for the city of Tucson's power company. So
Okay.
I think
That's
a little
good.
of that responsibility rubbed off.
Yeah. If he fails, then everyone's lights go out.
Exactly.
And air conditioning in
Yes.
the middle of the summer. So a donkey as a pet, could you consider that? If I'm thinking I want to get a golden retriever dog, or would a donkey kind of replace that? Tell me what kind of ground rules you would ask for me to change my mind and not get a golden retriever. Instead, I'm going to get a donkey. Tell me exactly what I need for you to, I guess, and do I have to pay for it?
Oh yes, it's $350 for one and $250 for every other one. You need to have two.
You have to have two donkeys?
Yes, donkeys need donkey
A boy and a girl,
companionship.
or
No, it could be two boys, it could be two girls. It doesn't matter. But they need donkey companionship.
Okay.
A lonely donkey is not a happy donkey.
So $600 I need to get my donkey pair. How much land do I need?
And that all depends. Younger donkeys like more roaming room. Older donkeys don't need as much. Old Job.
What's roving room?
Just
A
moving
football
around.
Field, an acre.
An acre, 2 acres, 5 acres.
Okay.
Old Job, he doesn't move, but maybe a 10-foot diameter all day.
So he needs Job probably. I mean, realistically, Job, his 45-year-old donkey, needs about an acre.
Not even that. Job doesn't move, but seriously, 25 feet all day.
Really?
Yeah. The geriatric donkeys just don't move that much.
And so you go home and you see Job, or go to the donkey ranch, you see Job. What do you pet him?
Oh yeah, I got to wake him up first because he sleeps most of the time. But yeah, you wake him up and he'll wander over, and I pet him and spend some time with him and maybe give him a treat.
Do you now? You were saying earlier you think that you know that donkeys are smarter than horses.
Oh, beyond a
So
doubt.
explain to me. You're kind of alluded to that, like when you meet up with a donkey first, they're smarter, and so therefore they're meaner.
No, I don't. They're not meaner.
Well, they could be meaner. If you're mean to them, they can retaliate.
A donkey has a fight reaction to danger, whereas a horse has a flight reaction to
I
danger.
see. So a horse would run.
Yes, a horse
A
would
donkey would stand its ground.
A donkey's going to stand its ground and decide if it needs to fight you.
Okay. And I apologize for that, for calling it meaner. I just didn't know
Yes.
how to get it out of
No,
you.
they're going to determine whether or not they need to fight you.
Right.
But
And that's why when you saw that donkey out in the middle of in the wilderness, the first time they're
going to snort at you and say,
They
"Hey,
snort and say, "Hey,
this
dude."
is our space."
Yeah.
You stay
Second
over there.
time,
Not so much. And by the third time, they were letting their babies walk up to me. There's a picture of me standing with my
kind of
camera,
testing,
and their
out.
babies are within just a few feet of me because they knew I wasn't there to hurt them. That's how smart that they can quickly identify individual humans.
Is the donkey rescue, like the number of donkeys that you need to have rescue, is that a growing phenomenon? Is it staying pretty static, or is it declining?
The domestic side is declining because law enforcement knows we're there. People can reach out to us. So that, I think, is slowly declining. The wild side, until we can get past the hump of getting the national parks under control, which we are starting to do, but the Bureau of Land Management numbers are still escalating because they haven't been able to get their herds under control. And so until we can really get in there and help them get those numbers under control, that's going to continue to grow. We just committed to taking another 3,000 from the Bureau of Land Management over the next few years. And then you have the Native American reservations, which nobody is talking about. And then we still have numbers coming out of
The
Mexico.
Indians aren't using the donkeys?
No.
They're not? Okay.
No.
They have pickups.
Yes, they have pickups.
Yeah. All right. So we're in San Angelo, Texas. So it's kind of a local thing. If I wanted to adopt a donkey, what do I do? Go up there on Duckworth Road and knock on your door? Or
Nope, go to donkeyadoption.org. It all starts on the web.
Okay. And you fill out, I guess, a form, and then you guys take it from there.
Yeah, the folks take it from there. They'll contact you, make sure it's all complete, and then it's smooth sailing.
All right. Well, Mark, thank you very much for coming on our show today. Donkeyadoption.com is
.org.
.org. Donkeyadoption.org. If you're interested in looking at a pair of donkeys, because you have to get them in pairs, right? Or it's best to get them in pairs, in lieu of a dog.
Yep, and we do tours also, Monday through Saturday.
So you come out and
9
see,
a.m. to 2 p.m. Come out and take a tour and just see the donkeys.
and see how nice they are.
See how nice they are.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on our show today.
Been my pleasure.
I'm Joe Hyde, and back to the studio.
When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Kano stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Kano's at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo.
And that's our show for today. Thanks for joining us. Be sure and join us again tomorrow. Until then, for the team here at San Angelo Live, I'm Yanty Screen.